Welcome and welcome back. If you are new here, welcome to the channel Change Maker. My name is Kyra Siva. I am a spiritual mentor and healer, and today we are getting a fantastically wonderful message from your Starseed family. Before we dive into these piles, I want to let you know if you are ever interested in a personal reading, the link is in the description. I will not reach out to you, and you are always welcome to reach out to me. You can click the link in the description to get your own private reading. And my Patreon is open and available. We just rocked our first live Q&A, so I posted that as just a public post. You can go and check that out over there so you can get a flavor of how the live Q&A questions and answers goes. And I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. You can always leave them in the comments of the videos, or you can leave me a comment over on Patreon. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who watches the videos. I appreciate you being here, and thank you to all of the subscribers. Okay. Let's dive in. I'm so excited. Take a deep breath, connect to your intuition. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, and we'll dive into pile number 1. Pile number 1. This is your message from your Starseed family. Pile number 1, your Starseed family is flying into your reading today. Look at all of this avian action over here. So your Starseed origin and your Starseed family is very likely from the avian realm, or just like the message that they're giving me is they're very free. They're a very free race, and they travel a lot. They are our galactic neighbor. And they're not showing me the exact Starseed origin here yet, and we may or may not get to that, but they do definitely have this strong affiliation for birds, and that they send you a lot of messages through birds, like through having birds come through your life, the different meanings of those birds. So if you're seeing birds in your dreams, if you have a bird tattoo, if you see bird stickers, like sometimes there's little doves or things like that, those are your clues from your Starseed family about your life purpose, about your guidance, and them being in communication with you. So a really interesting thing happened while I was pulling these cards, and I was originally just going for what is, the message your Starseed family wants to give you. And they kept wanting to aim it towards your mission on the planet. They are very connected with you here because you have a mission. You heeded the call of planet Earth and you came, and you have a mission to do that. So a lot of what they are sharing with me is really this mission for you on the planet. I'm going to walk you through your reading a little bit here so you can see what is going on. Up here, I asked for, in this card, for them to show me the energy that they are transmitting to you. You got the Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body. I love the women in my life fiercely. So they are really, really giving you that energy of the divine feminine. They are pouring through this energy of really loving women, supporting women, doing things. Your mission in life is connected to doing things that help women heal and grow and be in their full-bodied empowerment. That could look like a lot of things. Women tend to have a lot of issues with body image, and it could be style, it could be beauty, it could be taxes, like it could be so many things, but the whole point of it is that you are here to fiercely protect and help women heal and grow. and they are supercharging that with you. You also could be a writer. She is the poetess. So you may have an incredible way with words and the ability to articulate words. You could have this incredible ability of communication through song, through dance, through creative expression. It's really about you being this fully embodied, divine, feminine being yourself, regardless of your gender. It's really owning that space and supporting other women and those that identify as a woman in that divine feminine space. Over here, I asked, how could you communicate with them better? You're already connected to them. Like I was saying, they're flying into your reading. They're already here with you. They're already around you. They're already very present with you. And so what they are showing me with this, one, is to master the air element. And what I mean by that is connect with wind, connect with air, connect with breath, and connect with thought. You have an incredible natural talent, and this is the element that they communicate with you with, to you with, is through the air element. So when you are outside, be present with the breeze that's flowing by. Be present and aware with the kind of thoughts that come through your mind. Get really good at understanding, is this actually my thought or is this another person's thought? The ability to do that is going to help you tremendously in your communication with them. They do have, as you master this air element, you do have telepathic abilities and capabilities of connecting to them that way. So it's important that you focus on that. And if you're somebody that does like vaping or smoking or anything where you're ingesting things into your lungs, obviously you're a grown adult, you do you. And that isn't, if you can purify that air element, if you can practice deep breathing practices instead, if you cannot put things into your lungs, that will help you really not just purify, but really master the air element. Really, really, really pay attention not only to the words in your head, but the things that you speak. Become one of those people, and you're very likely this already, where you only speak when you really feel like it adds value. You speak when you have something significant to say. They want to say powerful to say. You know those people that you meet that are like silent, but when they open their mouth, you're just like, oh my gosh, the person's incredible. They're so wise. They make such an impact because they've decided that, okay, yeah, now is the moment to chime in. And that is another part of this incredible gift. So when you want to communicate with your Starseed family more, remember, sit into that quiet, peaceful presence. Be very aware of the air element. And one of the things they were showing me at the beginning is that you could even whisper into feathers or leaves. But it's like you whisper your little prayer into the leaf and then you let it fly out. You let it fly up, fly away. Because there's this beautiful connection to feathers. There's this beautiful connection to the light airiness. The more that you can embody that kind of freeing energy, the easier it will be to connect with them. So we're already kind of talking about this life purpose mission for you to really help women, for you to develop and really focus on this air element, and to really master thought and speech in the world. When this card turned over, the way that they were showing me that is it was like you're getting all of the fruits of your labor. You're getting all of the fruits back. We have the Emperor here. We have the Sun here. You were meant to have it all. You are so lucky. You are meant to have it all. You are meant to have a good time. You are meant to be one of those transformational forces in the world. And you have such an incredible capability of doing that. And it's really important right now, as you own these energies, the energy of the sun, the energy of the soul, as you let yourself radiate out this light, and as you use your instrument of air, that ability to hold that, to demonstrate that, to model that is going to allow all of the fruits of your labor to come in. There are some big changes that are on the horizon, and you're really, really close to it. They're like, just keep going. This is a time to hold your vision. This is a time to be secure. This is a time to strategically speak, to strategically think, and really to, no matter what comes down the pike at you, no matter what's going on, culturally wise, globally wise, you look at those stars and you hold them in your heart. You remember the visions and inspiration that have already been given to you. You remember the people that you wake up and you are committed to serving every day, and you just hold that vision. They will transmit more ideas, more paths, more things as needed going through this process, because you're going to be able to take things that other people get stuck on and that have a hard time processing. You'll be able to take those things and transform them into something beautiful. Your vision of the world, your vision of the future is important. It matters, and it's necessary. So as you have the vision for yourself, remember to have the vision for how you want women and anybody that identifies as a woman. Remember that vision and hold on to that as you move throughout the world. You're the kind of person that is going to be taking center stage, and you will do that a lot through modeling those behaviors. And you will do that a lot through showing people a path forward that they didn't know was there. And this whole time, you have your Starseed family at your back, because that's amazing. So they really, really want you to keep moving forward. They really want you to keep believing in yourself. And it's really imperative that you keep believing in the visions and the inspiration and the ideas that you have already had. All right, pile number 1. This is the message from your Starseed family. If you like this message, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe, and leave me a comment below. Leave me a bird emoji. I would love that. And let me know what you are doing in the world, because it sounds incredible. You sound like you have an incredible mission, and you're an incredibly empowered human being. And I love that for you. All right, pile number 1. Until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Pile number 2. All right, pile number 2. This is your message from your Starseed family. Pile number 2, I would not be surprised if you are a returning viewer from another pile that I did a few readings ago that was all about felines. Pile number 2, you are Lyrians. Oh my goodness, your Lyrian Starseed family is showing up and representing. Look at all the big kitties. You're the big kitties club. It's incredible. All right, pile number 2, let's dive into your message from your Starseed family. Over here, I asked your Starseed family, what energy are they giving to you right now? And they are giving you the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Pile number 2, Lyrians are fierce, they're warriors, and they love so passionately. And they are coming into your reading today to remind you that you embody all of those qualities. You can fiercely love, you can fiercely protect, and you can fiercely take care of the world around you. The quality of your energy is one where we're happy that you have mercy. We're happy that you have this ability to transcend the egos of the world in order to demonstrate what it is like to live with a courageous heart. We see over here in the Strength and the Hangman and the Queen of Wands, the feeling from all of these is that you're a very empowered person and that you have been hitting some roadblocks and challenges. And they just are showing up today to remind you that you are just as powerful as they are. You are just as competent and just as courageous as they are. It's a really important time for you to reclaim the unspoken and forgotten parts of yourselves, which really could actually come from your starseed family. It's like time to remember parts of, they're showing me parts of your natal experience. So it could be a really good time to connect with your mom, with your grandma, with your great grandma, if you're if they're alive, and B, if you have a relationship with them, to really understand what was going on during, when your grandma was pregnant with your mom and when your mom was pregnant with you. There's something about that natal being in the womb experience that you are having to process and overcome right now in your life, or it's like you came to this planet to purify and break generational trauma within your bloodlines. You may not be of this planet, but you came in service of the planet. And your particular bloodline really needed somebody with a courageous heart that was like showing me a panther stalking. Like, you're strong, and you know how to play the game. So you've been here to really break this family trauma and to show them what it's like to have this really pure, kind, beautiful heart. Over here, I asked them, how can you communicate with them better? How can you communicate with them more? I love that we have this cat that's sitting in flowers looking up. Like, it reminds me if you were to go sky gazing, you're like, I don't know what part of the world you're in, but in the United States, it's snowing right now. So I would have to wait a couple of months for this, but it's like when you're laying in the grass and you're just cloud watching. You're just staring at the blue skies. So one part is this connection to the space element. You need to look up into the skies, look up into the clouds, look up into the sunsets, watch birds. The other element of this is the more you spend time in nature, like if you have your house and you're a plant person, I'm a plant person. I don't have a lot of plants inside my house because I'm also a plant killer. But if you were a plant person, that's like the element of being surrounded in nature. If you go and spend time outside, touching leaves, being with trees, just watching the symphony of nature, it is going to connect you to them. They're showing me like they're going to connect to you a lot more divinely. How regal. You have a very regal star seed family. We even see that over here in the Queen of Wands. We see these flowers, Whenever I see her, I always imagine that she is the queen and the empress that comes out during springtime. That's that full-bodied, budding, beautiful, blooming energy. That's what they're really showing me with this. So spend time in nature, spend time around plants specifically. A lot of plants are really healthy and healing for you, and spend time looking up. That's how you can connect to them more and communicate with them easier. They also want you to not only be in the space where you're reclaiming your power, but they want you to be, I'm not going to say open to infinite possibility. When you're empowered and you just know you can do something, you're like, I want XYZ and I know exactly how to get XYZ, and I'm going to go out and get XYZ. And then later on that night, you're like, I have XYZ. That's the energy that they want you to have. They want you to understand that you're a master manifester. And that's why it's really important for you right now to use that, use the capability, get stuff working in your life. Make it happen. Especially when it comes to your subconscious abilities. Like when it comes to you understanding the consciousness that lives behind the mind, the consciousness that observes the thoughts, the consciousness that observes the personality, the consciousness that observes the behaviors of your character in life. There is a tremendous amount of healing and peace and growth in that area for you. And it does take a lot of courage to go to the more watery, oh my God, watery, deeper aspects of yourself as you recognize that you are consciousness and that consciousness is connected to the rest of life, all the other consciousnesses. You're going to get some very big, deep insights. You are a bringer of fresh, new energy in your bloodline. You are the person that not only is bringing the protective energy into your bloodline, you're bringing love into your bloodline. You're bringing mercy into your bloodline. What you do, and you've been placed there very strategically, what you do will affect 7 generations moving forward and 7 generations backwards and 7 generations out to the side of you. And that's like your cousins and all that. Your personal work, your willingness to dive into your shadows and to never give up and to never surrender to the darkness that you have had to face in your life is absolutely transforming things for you and your bloodline and ultimately the planet. So they're in huge support. They're in huge support of doing that. And it gives this really incredible new beginning. The last thing that they really wanted me to point out to you, this is you over here. This is your natural being. You are regal, your nobility. Just think of, a lion sitting on a warm rock, basking in the sun, looking completely content, like knowing that you can go kill whatever you needed to, right? You just have that primordial nobility in every ounce of you. So your perspectives and the way that you see life has a lot of value, and the strength that you're holding in who you are is protecting you. It's protecting the people around you, and it's making a huge positive impact on the society and community and ultimately the world around you, which is so cool. Pile number 2. Yeah, you can send me your address and I'll send you a crown, because that is definitely this pile. I love that. Okay, pile number 2. This is your message from your Starseed family. If you like this message, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Pile number 3. All right, let's dive in. Pile number 3. This is your messages from your Starseed family. Pile number 3, over here, I asked your Starseed family to show me the energy that they are sending you. And they are sending you the goddess of abundance, Lakshmi. Woo! Yeah, pile number 3, your Starseed family is supporting you materially, mentally, physically. Like, they are giving you that energy of abundance. And it's obviously working and paying off, because in your message that they've given you, pile number 3, is that these skills and the things that you have been working on in your life, the garden of your life that you have been cultivating, is quickly coming into these empowerment moments, these moments where you realize that things are working out. You are getting them done. Like, it is working. You have success written all over your message from your Starseed family. I am jazzed with this. Pile number 3, Your Starseed family wants you to understand the things that you have thought were roadblocks were really just the testing grounds to see how well developed or how deeply developed you have been with your self-worth and your love and your understanding of the things that you do in your life. The time, like the work that you choose is an expression of love to yourself. The relationship that you choose is an expression of love to yourself. The way you take care of your body is an expression of love to yourself. The kind of people that you're around is an expression of love to yourself. The sort of dreams that you have, the goals that you have, these are all expressions of love to yourself. You are in a phase where you are embodying this deep, divine self-love so fully that it is completely working. It is completely working out in your favor. You do have this full moon win-win outcome is forecast. So just know the things that you've been working on in your life will give you positive results. Keep going, keep believing in yourself. If you have detours, that's because they were meant to be there. It's just your Starseed family helping you shift a little, right? They're like, yo, we know you want to do that. We know what your mission is when you decided to come down here, and we're helping you adjust and make the little tweaks and navigate through the things that you need to. All of it's coming in really, really fast. You will be seeing success at your doorstep any minute, any day now. Up here, I asked them, how can you communicate with them better? And what they have shown me, and I'm going to read this out of the book, is basically, in order for you guys to have more clear communication where you are recognizing that they are communicating with you, there is an aspect of your heart that has been broken, an aspect, we'll call it the shadow, that needs healing. And this is pretty common if you study psychic abilities at all, where new skills and levels and understandings are unlocked as you go through your healing journey. And that's because the space is clear. You're not focused on it, or it's not, I will say, like just like weighing you down. So inside you, there may be a wounded self who has lacked affection, especially maternal love, who has been cast aside and ignored by people who were close or mattered to you. Part of the reason you may feel blocked in receiving their communication consciously, because they're giving it to you anyways, whether or not you can recognize it or acknowledge it, is because you've had times where people just throw you away. They just toss you aside. They just decide that their needs matter more than yours. And even if you've shown up for them, for whatever reason that they have going on inside of themselves, they haven't really shown up for you. And that's a really painful thing to go through. As you heal this part of yourself, that's why you have such a deep self-love message. As you love every single shadow inside of you, as you love every piece of you that feels broken, as you love every time you're in a group of people and you feel so alone, as you love the home that is always and permanently inside of you, you're going to be able to tap into a lot higher wisdom. That kind of self-love is transformative. It not only feels so good, it also really expands and opens your ability to receive communication. You feel worthy of receiving the communication. You feel like, yeah, well, of course my Starseed family would communicate with me. They love me. They didn't just abandon me on the planet, despite how that it might feel that way. They didn't abandon you on the planet. They're there for you, and they are showing up for you. And sometimes they show up for you in tricky ways, because you're a clever person, and to out clever a clever person takes a little bit in order to get you what you want. So pile number 3, just know that your Starseed family is here. They are just blasting you with so much unconditional love and so much abundance, and they are just rooting for you at every single corner. You are love, you are loved, and you are loving. Pile number 3, if you like this message, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. And until next time, pile number 3, I hope you have a beautiful